If I knew I was going to die tomorrow, what would I do today? I pose that question to myself all the time. What would I do?
My older daughter is about to graduate. I had just had a baby, and I wasn't afraid to die necessarily, but I was afraid to leave my kids.
The word cancer is a very, very scary word.
I always believed that if you got cancer, you're going to die, and because that had been my experience.
You hear cancer, and the first thing that comes to mind is, am I gonna die? Am I gonna make it?
The list of family members that have died from pancreatic cancer, liver cancer, throat cancer, lung cancer.
My dad, my grandmother, his 2 brothers, and his 2 sisters, they all died of cancer.
So it was last year I started having pain in my breast.
My doctor found something during a normal exam.
I was looking in the mirror and I saw a lump at the back of my throat.
I didn't have any symptoms, I didn't have any signs. It was just through a regular checkup, and she noticed something.
And I kept going back to the doctor because it kept getting worse. So at that point I knew something was wrong.
He said, well, I got good news and I got bad news. And he said, the good news is I don't see anything lighting up in your sinuses, but your trachea has lit all up.
She scheduled a biopsy.
I got the biopsy,
We have results.
and the biopsy showed
They confirmed it was breast cancer.
that it was cancer.
You have squamous cell carcinoma of the trachea.
I had tongue cancer on the back of my tongue.
We need to get you right into oncology and start the process. So
Dr. Haver pulled me in the office. We talked, and he said, well, Mike, you need to get your stuff in order because it's not going to be long. So I said, okay, fine. We'll do that. We can do that together. And went home, thought about it, and said, nah, it's not happening now. It's not going to happen.
It was hard because you do think about your children, about life. Are you going to make it?
What do we need to do? How do we fight this?
Because it was already stage 3, he started me on chemo right away.
He put me on chemotherapy right away.
I started chemotherapy.
I went through 35 treatments of radiation.
I did physical therapy for about 2 months. After that, I started radiation. I did 33 rounds.
I'm waiting for my teeth because they had to pull them because of the cancer. Believe me, without teeth, it's hard.
And had my surgery.
So in that, they take both breasts, all my lymph nodes, 20 lymph nodes out of each side.
when I first was diagnosed with cancer, I kind of put my foot down and said, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing any treatment, I'm not doing chemotherapy, I'm not doing radiation, I'm not doing any of it. I'm not doing it. I've had too many people in my family die of cancer, and it seemed like when they did radiation and chemo that it only got worse, and I just said, I'm not gonna do it.
There was times where it would get very hard. Like, oh my gosh, like, can I go one more? But I would see my children, and I knew I had to.
I got a very good friend, his name's William Curd. He says, you got 3 daughters at home, you're gonna do it. And you gotta do it for them. And I kind of broke down. And I said, you're right, I'm gonna do it for them.
The hardest part, I can say, was losing your hair, because that changes your identity. It's a different person that you see in the mirror. You lose your hair, you lose your eyebrows, your eyelashes. So it was hard. It was hard looking in the mirror and seeing a totally different person. I knew it was me, but it didn't look like me. And I felt that cancer did take it away. Cancer was stealing my life away.
You gotta fight it off. Don't let it get you down. Keep your spirits up, because that's what's gonna get you through it.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna beat this. You know, this is not the way Sandra's gonna go.
From the point I was diagnosed, I decided I'm not going to live as though I'm sick. Even though my body may be sick, I'm going to live as though I'm healed. So if anyone would come to me, I would never say I have cancer. I would just say, you know, I'm healed of it. My body just hasn't caught up with it. In that, I found that there's so much power in your words that you could speak and believe, you know, that you are healed.
You fight it every second of the day.
I have a shirt that says perspective is everything, and I wore that shirt the day I shaved my head because I could have decided to be upset that I lost my hair, or I could decide to be happy that I'm alive.
You can get to it as long as you keep your spirits up. Your spirit means everything.
Nobody can ever take away my perspective or my attitude. So that was the one thing that I still had. You know, I didn't have hair, I didn't have, at the time, a healthy body or my nails, but I had my attitude. So I decided to protect it, and I decided to choose it to be positive.
Hey, I'm not gonna quit. Hey, I'm beating that sucker. It ain't beating me.
When I had my surgery, there was still a small portion. Chemo did not get rid of it completely.
May 24th, I had another appointment with my oncologist.
When I got my results, I'm assuming that they're going to tell me, you know, we found this much cancer here and on this breast and on this breast and here, and then we created margins around it, so you should be good.
Dr. Hubbard ordered up a CT scan.
My doctor is he has quite the bedside manner. He doesn't joke, he's very stern. And before he gave me the results, he had tears in his eyes. And I was like, what's he gonna tell me? Please don't tell me that it's worse than I thought or that I'm terminal.
We're sitting in his office and he's looking at it and he says, I don't believe this, but he says, the 2 spots on your liver are gone. You know, and I said, whoa, that's pretty interesting.
I was just like, okay, no cancer found. That to me was my miracle.
During the surgery, they removed all of it. So thankfully, I'm cancer-free.
That's when they told me I was cancer-free.
You're not showing any signs of cancer at all.
It was very emotional to hear that, to be given a second chance in life, an opportunity to see my children grow.
When that PET scan came back that there was no more cancer, smile ear to ear.
So it truly has been a blessing.
And so I immediately went right to Sequoia Regional Cancer Center and walked in and got to inform Sarah and all those wonderful people there that they did a fantastic job, and their support and their love and their care is what really helped me get through that. When the times got rough, they were there supporting me and never gave up on me.
It's unbelievable to think I went through that. I beat this.
I beat it, and now I'm gonna keep beating it.
But it could come back anytime. And I know that. So cherish the time you have with your family. Spend time that you can.
I'm a single dad, 60 years old, got 3 teenage daughters, 18, 15, and 14, Ivy, Jasmine, and Ruby. I love them with all my heart. My whole life is for them. And if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know what I would have done.
Life moves so fast that we don't take the time to appreciate the little things in life.
It makes you think of things that you never think about before.
Every day is a brand new day. You live today for today, and you worry about tomorrow when it gets here. today is important.
And I love my wife and my kids, my family. I love my country. I love this town.
Thank God most of us do get through it today with the places like Kaweah Delta and Sequoia Regional Cancer Center. Thank God for them that they don't give up on us.
There are no words to thank Kaweah Delta, Sequoia Regional Cancer Center, and Dr. Havard's office for the care that they gave me.
Kaweah Delta, you guys are so awesome. You do such a great job.
All the doctors, nurses at Kaweah Delta Hospital,
Dr. Mashesha, my surgeon, and all of your team.
Dr. Havard, all his staff, all the RNs.
Dr. Bryson and all of his nurses.
Beth, Michelle, Sarah, Javier, Kirk, Ashley.
To every single person, thank you.
There's so many that came into my life at a time when life was real dark. You all lit up the room.
You helped me get through it.
I always felt comfortable, welcomed, always saw me more than just a patient, treated me like a friend.
The darkness disappeared, and I can't thank you all enough.
Thank you very much with all my heart. You guys are lifesavers.
I'm not going to say it's been a pleasure knowing all you the way that I know you, but I would say thank you so much for giving me a little extended life.
Kaweah Delta Hospital, thank you for saving my life.
Let's eradicate cancer, okay? Thank you.